Turn up the AC hot takes. You know what it is, it's your boy Fiddles Jr. Vargas Dynasty going up. Don't act like you don't know. We're the only three brothers that really running shit in the boxing game.
Moving up again, 2 weight classes against Canelo Alvarez. What do you think about that fight?
It's a good fight, but Canelo has advantage. His favor because that's his natural weight. And then Crawford moving up. If Crawford don't know how to handle or manage his body and his condition, his footwork, everything like that, to moving up, very difficult. Difficult. He needs to handle and maintain the speed and improve his power. That's what I did. Like, maintain your speed and improve your power.
To get respect from the bigger man.
Welcome to another installment of Turn Up the AC Hot Takes with Reason on a solo edition. Now, as you can see from the clip, Manny Pacquiao he had an interview with Andre Ward, and he gave his thoughts about, Canelo Crawford. It's fight week, 2 days out, Thursday, September 11th. Fight's going down September 13th, and he gave his thoughts. If anybody can tell you about moving up in weight, it's Manny Pacquiao, 8th division world champion, the only one in history. Now, as a reminder, I think Canelo is going to win by knockout. We'll get to why shortly. I have an upload previously, about a month ago. I get the complete breakdown of what I think is going to happen and how Crawford can win. Manny Pacquiao talks about something that people, I think, are really just overlooking. 168 is more Canelo's natural weight. Crawford's been campaigning in the lower weight classes, getting rocked by smaller guys. But I get rooting for Crawford because you're a Crawford fan. But this is tough, man. This is a tall task for Terence Crawford, and I'm not the biggest Canelo fan because I think he deserves some criticism, just the way Floyd Mayweather did with the strategic picking of your fights. And I get it, bro. You're the cash cow. You call the shots. But when you got certain fighters in your division throughout your career that you just didn't fight for whatever reason, they didn't deserve it, whatever. The unbiased take, we're going to call it out. But with all that being said, Canelo still has the best resume in boxing. He's been getting hit by bigger guys his entire career. He's not the biggest guy himself. You've never seen Canelo Crawford rocked in the ring. So it's going to be tough for Crawford to get a knockout. He's going to have to put on a boxing clinic, and it's going to have to be one of the most amazing performances we've seen. Because you can say Canelo's slowing down, but by the time they fight on Saturday, 2 nights from today, it's been over 400 days since Crawford last fought. He fought Madrimov. What? I can't remember when it was at this point. If it's not 400 days, it's pretty close because it's about a good year and some change. I want to say it was early August of last year they fought. So it might be over 400 days since he's fought. Crawford's 38 and Canelo, I believe, is 35. I don't want to hear... I see a lot of people saying that Crawford's going to just dog Canelo. Crawford's going to do this, Canelo do that. And they're saying Canelo may have slowed down, but there's a reason why Canelo's not getting these knockouts. These guys are big that he's fighting at 168. He's even fought a couple times at 75. He fought Bivol. But one thing people are forgetting, Canelo is strong. And even if he's not hitting you in the head, or even to your body, he's hitting your arms, your shoulders. the side of your high shoulder blade area, like if you're turning. He's hitting you everywhere. He's gonna tire your body out over the course of 12 rounds. Like I said, I think Canelo's gonna win by knockout. I believe I said round 9. Before I get to reminding you why I think Canelo's gonna win, there is a path to victory for Terence Crawford. If Terence Crawford is to win this fight, because it's such a tall task, I think you have to mention him on the Mount Rushmore of boxing at the very least. He's gonna be in the conversation for greatest fighter of all time. You're gonna say Muhammad Ali. You're gonna say Sugar Ray Robinson, and then you're gonna have to mention Terence Crawford. No later than that. This is tough though. Like Canelo's been fighting guys like Bivol, like Kovalev, the Billy Joe Saunders of the world. He fought. His resume is stacked with names. And Caleb Plant, he stopped Caleb Plant. He stopped him midway through the fight to the end. I think he stopped him around 11. But Terence Crawford's path to victory is, because the boxing skills I think are very even, comparable. So I think Crawford, if he's able to box Canelo from range, his range, go to the body, go up top, move around the ring. Canelo's flat-footed. That's a criticism of his. He needs to, I hope he studied a little bit the Bivol fight, because that's one way he can get to the victory, is when Canelo steps towards him, because Canelo likes to walk you down. And that walking Crawford down is a big key to the victory, because Canelo's going to start walking him down, but when he does that, he puts a lot of weight on his front foot as he's walking him down. So if Crawford is able to jab, throw a combination, 2-3 punches here and there, get out the way, move, change direction, get to the left, get to the right, use his footwork, because Terence Crawford's an athlete. That's an advantage he has versus Canelo. I think he can move around the ring a little bit better if he's able to catch him on the in-between step when he has his weight on the front foot. And Crawford's going to have to hit Canelo early with something that's going to make him respect the power. I think that's going to be key. That's going to be the key to this fight. If in the first 2-3 rounds, can Crawford get Canelo's respect? Because if he's able to get his respect, he's going to be able to box and control range, control distance. We've seen Crawford get hurt in the past by smaller guys, because Crawford wants to beat you up. He wants to hurt you. But Canelo has been in the rings with the likes of a Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Triple G was on a knockout streak. And despite how I feel about some of the decisions in the Triple G Canelo fights, I never saw Canelo really hurt where he was like rocked. He might have felt the power, but you never seen him visibly like hurt where you might have thought he was in trouble. So it's going to be tough for Crawford to be able to get that respect. But if he's able to, that gives him a chance, to really work on the timing, catch Canelo in between steps when he's walking him down. Now, on the flip side, if round 3, rounds 4, Crawford still hasn't got the respect from Canelo, that walking him down might start to be more apparent. It might start to look a little bit like the Caleb Plant fight in the middle to late rounds, where he's just stalking Crawford, and nothing he's throwing back at him is even phasing Canelo. Now, if that's the case, I think the accumulation of Canelo hitting Crawford to the body, to the arms, shoulders, is going to take its toll. And now, no disrespect to Crawford, but It may sound like it because of what I'm saying, but I don't mean no disrespect to Crawford. I do think he's going to get stopped, though, because of this fact. And what I'm about to say is because it's more of a respect to Terence Crawford why I think he will end up getting stopped. Because if Crawford gets to the point where he's not able to hurt Canelo, Canelo starts to try to walk him down, I don't think Crawford's going to go into survival mode. He's not going to turn into Charlo. Crawford, I think, is too proud to go out like that. I think if it comes to that point where Canelo's walking him down and hurting him, and he's getting to that point where he's got to do something, I think he instead of running and shying away and surviving for 12 rounds, I think Crawford is going to go out on his shield. I think he's going to stand there and fight. We've never seen Crawford run. He stands there and fights. And I think that's why ultimately it's going to get to him. He's going to go out on his shield. I think he gets stopped in round 9. So I just want to drop my thoughts because I seen this clip about Manny Pacquiao talking about Andre Ward. And I wanted to give y'all a reminder of who I think is going to win and why. Crawford, Canelo is going down 2 days away. Can't wait. And then we also got Fernando Vargas Jr. and Kellen Walsh. I'm looking forward to that fight as well. Until next time, this has been Reason. Turn to AC Hot Takes. Let me know what you think is going to happen. You think Crawford's going to be Canelo? Canelo going to be Crawford. Tell me why I'm wrong and what you think is going to happen, man. Until next time, Reason. Turn to AC Hot Takes. We're out.